Okay, the resource person of the day, Mr. Jomon Joseph, the data consultant CEO, the strategist, the IQAC coordinator, Dr. Robinson P., the HOD of the department, Professor VG Vishwanath, convener of the program, Professor Dincia Erikat, the respected teachers of the Department of Computer Science here in the Christ College and in the different parts. Now, the faculty members, research students, and my dear friends. I'm very happy to see that today the Department of Computer Science in association with IQAC is hosting a webinar. And the title of the webinar is Why Excel Still Matters in the Workplace. We are all familiar with Microsoft, with the Word, with the Windows, with the Excel, and we know in a rudimentary manner some of the basic tricks as far as or some of the basic tasks which we can do with respect to Excel. But Excel is not just simply that. There are a lot many things which you can do with the help of an Excel which will make a professional way of dealing more effective and more efficient. So what I would like to say or see in today's webinar is some of the important proposals by which you can really have a wonderful look at or have a new look at this Excel workshop. So that will really help you a lot. The next one, what I would want to say is we already know Mr. Jomon Joseph. We got a very good relationship as far as Dr. Jomon Joseph has been concerned. And we know he has got a very good collaboration with the Christ College also. He's a data consultant, CEO, a strategist. He is definitely here to help all of us. I could see a lot many participants are here who have come forward here in order to attend this wonderful Excel webinar. I would say very few words about the Christ College also during this occasion. I would say the Christ College from its inception in 1956 has progressed and has become an epicenter as far as epicenter of academic learning and training as far as the educational scenario has been concerned. We got a largest number of student enrollment. Perhaps in the last year we have got around 3,900 students, the largest number as far as in the state of the Kerala has been concerned. Right from the beginning, from the first principal, Father Gabriel, Padmabhushan Father Gabriel, onwards, by the luminous vision of the managers and the principals or teachers, we have progressed and we have become one of the centers as far as quality education has been concerned. Now here, regarding this webinar, I in a very special way congratulate the Department of Computer Science and also the IQAC for coming forward with this wonderful webinar, why we has to still or why we has to master the Excel as far as the workplace has been concerned. I place my appreciation to the HOD of the department, Professor VG Vishwanath, the convener of the today's meeting, Professor Dincia Erikat, the IQAC coordinator, Dr. Robinson P., and all the important persons who are behind this webinar, and all the faculty members of the Department of Computer Science. My best wishes for this webinar. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Father. Before moving on to the session, I request our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Robinson Ponminisheri, to introduce our resource person, Mr. Jomon Joseph.
Thank you, Dincy Miss. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. It is my great pleasure to introduce Jomon because I am introducing Jomon for the second time in this month. Last week he was here for the certificate course or another web series on data science and analytics. Now we are moving to the next one, which is our Microsoft Excel. Christ College is not for the first time that we are organizing this certificate course in Microsoft Excel. This is maybe fourth or fifth batch is coming. In the year 2018, actually, we seven teachers took the Microsoft Excel certification from Jomon, and it was a very nice experience. I would like to introduce today's resource person, Mr. Jomon Joseph, CEO of The Strategist. Jomon completed his MCOM and also MBA, and he was working in industry for so many years. And later he started his own venture, which is under the name The Strategist. He is doing a lot of business analysis. He is always with the industry, and he has come several times to Christ College, and our association has been very nice. And we hope that our association will be more nice in this coming year also. Last year, some 100 plus certifications happened in Christ College. And this year also, we hope maybe more than 200 students will get certified. And I came to know that one of our Excel aspirant, Gayatri, will be there today afternoon to join us, who is our student, but she studied Excel and she is now working as an intern. That will be a great news for all the Excel aspirants in the college. Excel is such a wonderful software. It can be studied by all, even by zoology students, chemistry students. Especially this webinar may be useful for the commerce students, but I feel all the science students should undergo a certification in Excel. And as far as to continue about Jomon, I know Jomon very personally also. He is a very nice person because he is a volunteer helping so many disabled students. And with these short words, I would like to hand over the session to Jomon Joseph. Jomon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful words. Respected principal, HOD of Computer Science Department, IQAC Coordinator Robinson, sir, and teachers and my dear students. I'm extremely happy to associate with the Christ College because one of the major reasons, two reasons. One is always looking for quality education, always try to update and upgrade. And the second thing, they always want to give the best to the students. And it is a rare combination as far as education industry is concerned. I'm sure even in the last webinar also I have mentioned it is going to be, if you take a list, number 1, number 10 colleges in India, Rice will be one among the colleges. And as far as today's topic is concerned, today's topic is very close to my heart. I was just thinking, what should I tell about Excel? I was just collected few of the files which I have worked for your information. Before that, before we enter into the topic, I think it's a little bit late. So without, so could you just give me the host right to so I can able to present it? Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So when it comes to the world of Excel, before we move to the Excel, why you people are here, that's very, very important. It's a very important thing. The reason is that you want to develop your career, right? So after your degree program, you should be ready for the industry. So I would like to mention something about your path towards the industry, the company, because our topic is connecting Excel with real life or Excel with the industry or in work life. And what's the path? The first thing is your career. I don't know whether you're a designer or not. Sometimes already you have decided, sometimes you may be in a confusion. Sometimes you may be working for it, still not decided. But whatever it may be, I can tell you your path can divide it into 3 categories. The number 1, it may be science. It may be medical science or it may be related to medical science, or it may be IT, it may be engineering, whatever, something, maybe max, maybe stat, whatever it may be related to that one. There is one possibility. The second major thing, it is management, where most of the opportunities are happening. Most of the opportunities, which is a very wide area. We can a lot of industries, maybe all the industries connected to management, even in medical science also. The same thing, the pharmaceutical industry, which is connected to management, hospital industry, which is connected to management, equipments, hardwares, everything, and all engineering, which is connected to management. So without management, it's not possible, because the management is a huge area. The third one is arts and humanities. Sometimes you may not be interested in science, you may not be interested in management, you are a person, you may be an artist, or you want to work in teaching some area related to arts and humanities. Quite possible. These are three major areas which you would like to work. And wherever you goes, what matters? There are two things very important, and if you cannot develop that two things, sometimes entry to an industry may be very difficult, and especially after the pandemic or during the pandemic, I'm sure about the industry or a company think twice before selecting a candidate, are they skillful or not. And because of this thing, there are a lot of changes happening in the industry. One of the important thing is that very recently, few universities started the degree course with liberal arts. So to identify the area of interest of the students and guiding the students and molding the students towards that industry. So the skill is a very important thing you have to develop. If you are not thinking about that, you have to think with our university curriculum is not designed in such a way to develop the skill. And the next one is, of course, tool which you are aware, which you are familiarized. That's these two things very important. And when it comes to Excel, Excel is one of the most important tools which industry required. Okay. Then end of the day, we all are going towards the business, because business is the only area where we can make money, and all industry, all company, they are doing business, and your support in the business is very important. Yes. So they expect something. Okay. So what do you want to do? Your strategy is very simple. You add to your profile what is your skill and what is your tool, and use the other things like maybe social media, maybe other tools, platform. You have to market yourself, and that is the ultimate aim as far as you are concerned. Am I right? There, the importance of Excel is very, very crucial, wherever it may be. Robin sir presentation പറഞ്ഞു, whatever the topic, it may be science, it may be arts, it may be anything. So I will come to that point. Why Excel is so important? Because certain reason which came to my mind. This is the most preferred software, in the world itself, and there is, I don't think so any other softwares which can, because without Office you cannot work in a system. There may be a competitor like Google Sheet or Open Office, but still organization cannot work without, because if you take any software in the world, any software, including your mobile, from your mobile, if you want to take your mobile number into or if you want to print your mobile number, what you are normally doing, you go to Google and you have already synchronized your mobile with or Gmail account with your mobile, and from that you can take all the numbers, and that is going to take the out in the form of Excel. So Excel is a platform where you can carry some data or numbers or a text, and I don't think so there is no other platform or compatible platform in the world which we can connect to any software. The second thing, more than 700 million people in the world, using Excel. Then a business cannot run without Excel. That is a fact. Suppose today, because of pandemic happened, many business closed down for some days. But I'm telling you, tomorrow Excel is not working in a laptop of any guy. The entire business closed. They cannot transact, they cannot generate the report, they could not get the numbers. Very, very important thing. The government cannot work without Excel. You know why? The reason is again very simple. The reason is that if you want to file GST, income tax, everything, or size, everything that is in Excel. Those who filed income tax, they are already. So the same way, obviously, any employees, they also cannot work without using Excel. And that is a fact. So let me ask you something. So almost, I'm very happy to see you. There were more than 100 participants here. Let me ask one single question. What is your expected salary? You just, whatever. After your program, not Excel program, after your degree or post graduation, you need a job, or you may start your own business, maybe very less people, maybe students. But what is your expected salary? What should be the first salary you should get it? Could you please type in the chat box? I'll be very happy to see what exactly. Everyone, please. What is the salary? What do you require? Start salary 10,000 rupees. Are you happy? So started with Farhan AS 1 lakh. Great man. Super. 150k, 20, 30k, then 50,000. Yes. That's what only for students. 1 lakh per month. Yes. Devi Nantana. Very good. Devi Farhan, what's the course you are undergoing? 60,000, 20,000, you can type it. Everyone, I'm expecting, there are 125 students are there, 50k, everyone, hardly 10 typed off here. 25,000, 50,000, or 25. Then, I need a student, or you don't have an idea. Everyone is 50-50. Don't copy paste it from others. 50, 30, 70,000 or 75,000. ഞാനിത് നിങ്ങളോട് ചോദിക്കുന്നതാട്ടോ, ഇതൊരു ഓപ്ഷൻ അല്ല, ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് an auction. Okay, 80,000. So I need more students to type. I need more. 70,000, 1 lakh. Okay. Second question to you. Oh, 37,000. I don't know how Fayaz Muhammad reached a number with 37. Why 37 has got any relevance or not? I don't know. Or he may be calculating the income tax 33 percentage and deducted that amount. I don't know whether it's a net salary or not. Whatever it may be, seems to be interesting. Okay. Let me ask you one more question. Oh, 90,000. It's 9 lakhs per year. Joseph Case. So he's a global person. He's a global man. That's why he caught in yearly. It's called CTC. Cost to the company. Very good. Okay. Let me ask one more question. What is the reality? Could you tell me the reality? A person who is completed after college, what is the reality? How much you will get it? This is your wish, or this is your dream. This is what you are looking for. But what is the reality? What you are expecting, what is the reality? This time, is it possible to get 1 lakh rupees or 80,000 rupees or 70,000 rupees? Many of them at 50,000 rupees after just completing your degree. $10,000 to 20,000 K maximum, and he is coming with a realistic number. Maximum first month salary would around 40k, 30k. Yes. So I'm very happy to see that you have some realistic idea. It may vary. It may vary. What is the reality? I will tell you. It may vary, depend upon, two factors. The first factor is the demand and supply. after the last 4 or 5 years, what really happened in the IT sector, the programmer's salary came down drastically. And now what's really happening is that, there is, if you search in the net, you will get, recently I got an opportunity to evaluate one IT company nearby Korati. Their average salary comes to almost 10 to 15,000. Another company, their average salary comes to almost 30 to 40,000. So this all depends upon the demand and supply. So now TCS is not recruiting. So obviously, what will happen? The number of IT professional in the market will increase, and the company will use that opportunity to bring down the salary. But the other way, it is always got a huge demand for people with skill. And if you take the mass recruiters, the mass recruitment happens. One is IT. But more than IT, there is a segment called IT-enabled services and KPOs and BPOs like KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, Standard Chartered Bank, Wells Fargo, all investment bank, their back office like Standard Chartered, Citibank, all these banks back offices are over here in India, either maybe in Ahmedabad or maybe in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, Noida. These all are the places. More than 20 to 50,000 employees are working in one office or multiple offices under one umbrella. So there, what happened is like they are taking outsourced work from outside the country, and here everything is settled. What is the qualification required is just degree. It may be any degree. From your college also, I'm sure about a lot of students working in TCS, but they are not IT students. I know the last batch, there was a student from BA Literature, BA English. She was working in TCS, now she's moved to some other company. So as far as job market is concerned, or industry is concerned, company is concerned, they have got a generic view regarding they need a degree, that's all. Because in education, our degree is concerned, we are by hearting a lot of things. Of course, we have a domain knowledge. Out of maybe few percentage has got a insight. I want to suppose a person is undergoing a BSc physics. After that, he doesn't have any idea. He may be maximum go to MSc physics. And how many students are thinking about I will become a scientist? It may be very, very less. Or maybe they may be thinking about a post-graduation and a teaching, but remaining, they don't have any idea what to do. So they move to some other area, either to IT or to management. If you take bank also, what is the eligibility they are asking for? They are asking for, okay, he should be a degree, whether it is engineering or a normal degree will do. There is no difference as such. So I hope you are realizing this. But when it comes to that one, why Excel is important? Because when you go to an organization, you have to work in front of by using a system. Yes. And in the system, what exactly you are going to do? Basically, every business need numbers. Simple. Imagine. So now, when I opened this Zoom sheet, I was looking at the number. The number was 45. Now, when I look at the number before starting, the number was 135. Now, when I am looking 134 and 3 people are in the waiting room, it's all numbers. And I ask a question, what is your expected salary? That is in number. Yes. So it's all about numbers, and the Zoom is going on. After the Zoom, we can take a report. What is the report? The report says that how many students were in, how many left the meeting. Okay. And why they left the meeting? They left the meeting because of either they intentionally left the meeting and they just want to come and get the presentation. So present. Okay. I was present in the webinar. Or what will happen? They left because of some technical issue. Even that also you will get it. End of the day, I want to consolidate and see. എനിക്ക് ഇതെല്ലാം കാണണം. എത്ര സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ആദ്യം എത്രയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഓരോ സമയത്ത് എത്ര പേരുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഈ മീറ്റിംഗ് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ എത്ര പേരുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഇതിന്റെ ഇടയിൽ എത്ര പേര് വിട്ടുപോയി, ആ വിടാനുള്ള റീസൺ എന്താണ്, നെറ്റ്വർക്ക് ഇഷ്യൂ ആണോ, ഇവൻച്വലി ലെഫ്റ്റ് ആണോ, how where I will see, can I see somewhere, I have to see it somewhere, and there is only one platform in the world. Even ഈ സൂമിന്റെ ഔട്ട് പോലും that's coming in the form of Excel. That is a beauty. Even in Google Sheet also, we can download as an Excel. Otherwise, Google Sheet cannot run. Why? Because every software Excel is compatible and every business need numbers. It's very simple. And hardly very few people are well aware about Excel as a product, because it is a beautiful product anyone can learn at any point of time, and as Robbins rightly said, it can connect to anything. So when you take, I'm just going to the next presentation. I'll just connect with Excel. So I'll just show you what's really happening in the world of Excel. So this is an Excel file, and every year what Microsoft does, they try to improvise the product, and the latest version is 2019, and this is Office 365, and this time they integrate Excel with artificial intelligence. That means use the Excel without much effort, and they came up with a new tool called Ideas. And if I just click over here, this is just a data. This data is talking about invoice number, date, time of the transaction. This is one transaction, and which zone, who was the manager, who is the customer, which is the product, which is the price, the unit sold, and sales. Simple. Okay. So I want to convert. Why Excel is using? We want to convert this data into information. So when we convert the data into information, what happens? That gives you money, and by using that money, business is paying to you, right? So I'm just clicking here. This is the button. What happened? That is an interesting thing. When I click here, AI is analyzing the data in Excel, and it is going to give some kind of report or insight. And this is the insight which Excel is generated. Yes, and you see that there are many things like this is a pivot table. Okay, a metrics giving. It is giving you zone-wise sales. It is in the form of a chart. The first one, it was in the form of a table. Okay, and this is give you another outliers. That means some abnormalities in the data, right? That is what is called outlier. Then Jim has noticed to buy higher sales. Jim is the master. Jim is the hero in this company, because his sales, he is the topper in everywhere and compare with other managers. Okay, and many more. If I click over here, see units sold by frequency of units sold. How exactly? Always there are it's like in which bin the units sold, 2000 numbers, 2100, near to 3000 numbers, the quantity of units sold, again it is outliers. So what exactly what I'm trying to tell you is that imagine the kind of insight this is giving. So that is the power of Excel. And I like one statement of Robinson sir: Excel can connect with any discipline. So look at here. Those physics students that you may be interested to see this one. So a lot of students are on the waiting list. I was admitting. Okay, look at here. What is this? This is you know about the pendulum, how pendulum works in moon, in earth, and in sun. Okay, and this is earth and the sun. Okay, and what is the speed? How exactly pendulum works over here. So you can able to watch that how pendulum, what exactly the direction it is working. Okay, and with various things. So basically what happened is like, we are connecting the concept of time with the gravity, and the pendulum is working, and that we are, presenting with the help of an Excel. So basically it consists of a lot of numbers. Okay, it consists of a lot of numbers, and the numbers we are converted into pendulum, and we are connecting with the various places how exactly it is working. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we can connect Excel with any concept in the world, any concept. As a finance student, you may be aware about a topic called capital budgeting. So it is not only for finance student, anybody. So suppose if you invest 1 rupee today, what is the value of 1 rupee? It is only one, because interest rate is 0. Okay. Suppose interest rate increase to 2%. Assume, sorry, I just did. Interest rate increase. I'll just adjust. So now interest rate is 6%. What is the value? 1 rupee after 1 year, it comes to 0.90. This is what we are looking in a table. You might date this kind of table in statistics. What is the time value of money? And every year I can able to present and I can able to give a view on what will happen if you invest 1 rupee or value of 1 rupee as on today. That we can able to give a presentation on that, or what can we tell, suppose you want to know what is the future value of 25 rupees if interest rate is 15%. Okay, so you can increase in the second year, it will become, this is after 1 year, that's what is it will become 28, then third year it become 33, then 38, then it will reach up to 100. And what's really happening? Suppose if you try to connect this one with what is the present value. If you want to know the present value of 100 every year, after 1 year, what is the present value? Is 87, and it's like this. You will get the complete details. So what we are thinking about Excel and what is the reality is completely different. You can connect Excel with any concept. This is something called, derivative strategy, that those who are finance student may be aware about that one. Or even some economic student. I don't know whether any economic students are over here. Could you just, type, are you an economic student? How many are there? Or anybody is there? Anybody is there as an economic student from any economics department? So let me ask a question again. How many students from, could you just type your degree? I will get an idea about what exactly you are undergoing. I am again able to connect with that topic. It's BCom, BCA, okay. Make it fast. Chemistry, BCom, BSc Computer Science, Mathematics, BBA, again Chemistry, BCom, BBA. Yes. MSc Computer Science, very good. MSc BTech, oh great. Okay, BTech, BCom, BSW, okay. BSc Max, BSc Computer Science, yes. Yeah. So no economic student. I can connect with something called break-even analysis. Even this topic is familiar with, BCom student also. And it's like, this is a business model, okay, and this is my sales, yes, and this is total cost. And if I want to do the presentation, total cost, fixed cost, break even. And what happened to the break even when production increases, production decreases, and when selling price increases or selling price decreases, or fixed cost increases or fixed cost decreases, or you can able to make these kind of connections, and even you can track what's really happening to your business, the sales, and it's the cost is more, so we are in loss. When production increases, your cost is reduced, profit sales is increasing, and once a point it will become profitable over here. So what I am trying to tell you is that you can connect with a lot of real life scenarios and you can find it out. For example, this is a certain number, I just want to find out which is the largest number. At present, this is the largest number, but when the number is changing again, accordingly, the chart will change. Or in a day-to-day life, you want to connect with anything. For example, so this is one of the interesting things. You are visiting various websites, right? Various websites you are visiting, And basically, if website is tracking all the visits and how many people are converting that websites into a revenue, that is very an important question. Today, I have read a wonderful article that is related to reviews. It was an eye opener for me. You know that നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും ആമസോണിൽ നിന്നും ഫ്ലിപ്കാർട്ടിൽ നിന്നെല്ലാം പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് വാങ്ങുന്നവരായിരിക്കും, റൈറ്റ്? ഐ എം ഷുവർ അബൌട്ട് ദാറ്റ്. യെസ്, ഐ എം റൈറ്റ്? ഐ എം റൈറ്റ്? നിങ്ങൾ റിവ്യൂസ് നോക്കാറുണ്ടോ? റിവ്യൂ നോക്കിയിട്ടാണോ വാങ്ങുന്നത്? Could you go through the reviews? Yes, we always go through the reviews and we make a call. Sometimes if a review is negative, immediately we may think twice because it may be in the form of a words or sometimes it may in the form of a picture, right? You know what is the reality? 80% of the reviews are artificially created. Review is a business. You can approach agencies which they can manipulate reviews for you, because review is not in the hand of Amazon. It is in the hand of customers. So who can review? So suppose if I'm approaching a seller that I will try to increase the review of your product in the net, because it's a tendency to search the product in the net and find out the review. When you're going for a hotel booking or when you're going to purchase any product, and when you're going for any other place, what is a review? So review is very important. Google review, all the reviews. But these reviews, imagine you can artificially create, and that's an insight. It is a data. We are converting data into information where we make the money, and they convert reviews. So reviews is an information for us, and when it is artificially creating, so in future what is going to happen? And these reviews are getting reviewed. So what we are doing, നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ഈ റിവ്യൂ എടുത്ത് നമ്മൾ പിന്നെ റിവ്യൂ ചെയ്യാണ്. അപ്പൊ 5 പേര് 5 സ്റ്റാറും 5 പേര് 1 സ്റ്റാറും വന്നാൽ നമ്മൾ കൺഫ്യൂസ്ഡ് ആയി. So we have to take a call on that one. And suppose somebody is manipulating, how they can able to watch? So that is the reason why this presentation, this thing which I have, in a website, a lot of people are visiting. How many unique visits are there? And what is the revenue from that one? What is the profit from that? What is the reality? You can able to see that. In the social media, these kinds of things are very, very crucial, because the reason is that, we don't know. So it's a time where digital marketing has got a lot of importance, but digital marketing cannot bring the sales, the reality. So my dear student, what I am trying to tell you is that any concept, so if you want to see what's really happening with every product review, we have to take the out in the form of Excel, and we have to see that any kind of manipulation is happened or not. But there are certain companies, they have got a system. Take an example. Suppose I have got a YouTube channel, or you might aware about a concept called AdSense. What do you mean by AdSense? So namukku oru website undengil namukku Google not request cheyyam, like we would like to take the service of AdSense. So Google അത് accept ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാനാണ് ഗൂഗിളിൽ സെർച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നതെങ്കിൽ, ഓക്കെ, ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു പേജിൽ സെർച്ച് ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ആ പേജിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ ഞാൻ സ്ഥിരമായിട്ട് ഗൂഗിളിൽ സെർച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഏതെങ്കിലും പ്രോഡക്റ്റിന്റെ ആഡ് അവിടെ വരും. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഈ ആഡിൽ ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്? So the owner of the website gets some points, and at later stage it will convert into money. That is what's normally happen. Imagine നമ്മൾ ആർട്ടിഫിഷ്യലി ഈ ഒരു ആഡിൽ പോയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മളോട് ഫ്രണ്ട്സിനോടൊക്കെ പറയുകയാണ്, എല്ലാ ദിവസവും 10-20 പ്രാവശ്യം വെറുതെ ക്ലിക്ക് ചെയ്യും, നിനക്ക് ഞാൻ ചെലവ് ചെയ്യാന്ന് പറയുകയാണ്. ഓക്കെ, what will happen? Google will immediately recognize that it is an artificially created one and stop it. So basically what really happening is they are converting data into information, and that information goes to a spreadsheet and they are analyzing. I'm not telling that everything goes to directly to spreadsheet. End of the day, the person who want to take a decision, he is getting the data in the form of a report format in spreadsheet. So management information system is very crucial everywhere. So the kind of the data is generated is you. Somebody want to analyze the data. So when you're working in TCS, in KPOs, what really happening is that why they are recruiting massively, because they want to look at the data either for analysis or for data cleaning or to convert that into a report, get back that concept to that company, and they are getting money from that. And as I have mentioned, it can connect to any. Sometimes, suppose you may be thinking, can Excel be useful to doctors? So suppose if I am asking a question to you, whether Excel is useful to a doctor, direct question is no. Excel is not at all useful to a doctor, because in patient and a doctor, and he want to prescribe, diagnose and prescribe. There is no role for Excel. And what is the reality? Very interesting thing. The reality is number one. There is a company called Alliance. നിങ്ങൾ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോന്ന് അറിയില്ല. Alliance International. Alliance has got a branch in Trivandrum. About Alliance, it's an international brand. It is a European company. It's from Germany, and it's one of the largest insurance companies in the world. Okay, നിങ്ങൾ അലയൻസിന്റെ ട്രിവാൻഡ്രം ഓഫീസിൽ ചെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ almost 100 doctors are working over there, because that is related to, when it comes to medical insurance, who is the ultimate person to review some medical prescription and complete files of a patient? That is a doctor. So what he is doing, he is getting entire details of a patient in an Excel format, and they are reviewing that, creating reports, taking decision and sending back to them. I associated with the company. I would like to know the name of the company. Basically, that is an Ayurveda hospital. And what they are doing, all their clients are from outside India. And interesting thing is that all the telecallers are doctors over there, because when you talk to a patient and they try to market the product, right? What is a product? It's a service that is Ayurvedic resorts, Ayurvedic treatments. And they should know what should be the replay, how many time for your treatment, what will be the cost. Everything they have to analyze in an Excel, and they have to come out with a report every day. How many calls I took, and how many conversions are there, what is the business I generated. So what I'm trying to tell you, imagine, even in the medical science also, we have to use your bank. I have already mentioned that. End of the day, all the reports you have to take in the form of Excel. Suppose നിങ്ങളുടെ പാസ്ബുക്ക് ഒരു ബാങ്കിന്റെ വെബ്സൈറ്റിൽ ചെന്ന് പാസ്ബുക്ക് ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 2-3 ഫോർമാറ്റുകൾ അവർ ചോദിക്കും. ഒന്ന് PDF ഫയൽ, അതിറ്റ്സ് എ സ്റ്റാറ്റിക് ഫയൽ. ബട്ട് ഇഫ് യു ടേക്ക് ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് ഇൻ ദ ഫോം ഓഫ് എക്സൽ ഫയൽ, നമുക്ക് എക്സൽ ഔട്ട്പുട്ട്. ഇഫ് യു ടേക്ക് ഇൻ എൻ എക്സൽ ഫയൽ, വാട്ട് ഇസ് ദ അഡ്വാൻറ്റേജ്? നമുക്കത് ഫിൽട്ടർ ചെയ്യാം, നമുക്കത് സോർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. എന്തെങ്കിലും അബ്നോർമാലിറ്റി ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വി ക്യാൻ ഏബിൾ ടു ഫൈൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഔട്ട്, റൈറ്റ്? Forget about all these things. You take your life. I'll just show you some interesting things. You take your life, and in your life, this is a very crucial thing. You have mentioned adding a lot of example related to lot of quotes in terms of your salary. Your salary where you are quoting in between 10,000 to 1 lakh. That is what I have seen, right? Assume that you forget about all these things. You are saving just 2,000 rupees every month. So assume that you are at the age of 21, you are getting a job, okay? Age of 21, getting a job, and you are saving 2,000 rupees every month. So your age is 20, 2,000 rupees every month, and you are investing it for how many years? Your retirement is 60 years, yes? And it comes to, you will save this 2,000. I'm sure about you will save more than that. When year progress, your salary will increase. But I'm telling you, you are going to save it for 40 years, right? Am I right? And assume that you are going to interest. Today, interest comes to just 8% for a product. The conservative figure. What will happen to this one? So the rate is 8%, as in monthly I'm dividing with 12. Okay. NPR is 40 years, but I'm investing for every month. Okay. And the PMT means what is your regular payment? That is 2,000 rupees. What is the amount? Could you believe? After 40 years, you will get 69,82,015 rupees. Just to save 2,000 per month next 40 years. This is very, very crucial. Why this is very crucial? Suppose you are telling that after 40 years, I need 1 crore, 5 crore, 10 crore. Okay, that is maybe your wish. Yes, വേണ്ടേ നമുക്ക്? After 40 years what will happen? നിങ്ങൾ റിട്ടയർമെന്റിൽ കയറും. നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് ജോലി ആയാലും ഓക്കെ, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും അതല്ലേ സംഭവിക്കാം. 40 വർഷം കഴിയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ റിട്ടയർമെന്റിൽ എത്തും. എത്ര രൂപ വേണം? റിട്ടയർമെന്റ് കഴിഞ്ഞ് നമുക്ക് പൈസ ഇല്ല, വരുമാനം ഇല്ല. ഓക്കെ, വി ഹാവ് ടു ലീവ് വിത്ത് ദ റിട്ടയർമെന്റ്. എല്ലാവരും ഗവൺമെന്റ് ജോലി കിട്ടാൻ പോകുന്നില്ല. 1% ആണ് ഗവൺമെന്റിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നതെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. യെസ്, സോ അസ്യൂം ദാറ്റ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ 10 കോടി രൂപ വേണം എന്ന് കരുതുക. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾ എത്ര സേവ് ചെയ്യണം? യെസ്, so we will just go for a calculation just for a fun, so that will give you a lot of insight for it. Okay, there is something called goal seek. So set value is these two value. I need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 crore. Okay, so the changing cell is this one. So what will happen? See, what is the amount? Look at here. So this is 1 crore. This is 1 crore. So if you need 1 crore, you just need to save only just how much? Just 2,800 rupees. Sorry, I'll make it 10 crore. Sorry, to value 3, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, 10 crore. Changing values this one. Again, I'm changing it. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm doing once again. Just have a look at here. So again, I'm typing 10 crore, 3, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, 1 crore, 10 crore. Changing cell, it's comes to here. See, that means if you can able to save 28,000 rupees, you will get 10 crore. Depend upon your thing. So what I'm trying to tell you, my dear student, you come back to the previous status. Previous status is you will get 1 crore if you are saving 22,864. Just a simple calculation I have explained to you why this calculation is relevant. If you need an immediate job after this program or after your degree, the nature of the job, it is an entry level job, right? Everyone is starting to focus entry level job. Namukku or experienced job in the when they look at for entry level jobs, they are expecting certain entry level skills. Nammal interview nu poi, so companies are expecting entry level skill. When it comes to entry level skills, you go through any website, any job portal, you ask to any HR person in a company, the first they will quote Excel. The reason is that you have to work in front of a system. Yes, and in the system, what is crucial? Numbers are crucial. Take any industry, you just go to a village office, you go to an agricultural office, where everywhere the data is keeping in the form of Excel. Everywhere in a panchayat, you go to a simple, grocery shop. There, he may not directly using Excel, but end of the day, he want to convert all the figures, even the figures എല്ലാം എക്സലിലേക്ക് കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് വേണം GST ഫയൽ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട്. ഇല്ലാണ്ട് പറ്റത്തില്ല. Correct? Suppose a person is a doctor, assume. But ഡോക്ടറെ സംബന്ധിച്ചുള്ള എക്സൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ആവശ്യമില്ല, നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു, പേഴ്സണലി ആവശ്യമില്ല. But end of the day, when you want to file an income tax, you want to manage the entire expenses of his family, you can create something like that. So Excel is something like a spreadsheet, a application where if you want, you can convert that into a software also, a small software also we can able to work it as well. That is the power of. That is the reason why everywhere, every company all over the world, that's very important. You go to any country in the world, നിങ്ങൾ പലരും higher studies opt ചെയ്യുന്നവരായിരിക്കും. People now, they don't like Kerala, they don't like India. നിങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല, കാരണം നമുക്ക് the kind of feel we are getting, as far as we are concerned, our country is a substandard country. എല്ലാവരുടെ അങ്ങനെ അഭിപ്രായം ആവണമെന്നില്ല. But most of them, they want to go to European countries or US, അവർ പെർമിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. But Canada, all these ways you have to settle. ഒരു കാര്യം ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പറയാം, they are the first thing, they never even take your CV without Microsoft Office in your CV. And in Office, what they are looking? In Office, they are looking for Excel because that much crucial it is. So as far as you are concerned, in the first presentation I have mentioned, there are two things always company looks for it because that much important it is. The first one is skill, the second one is tool. എത്ര ടൂളുകൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ അറിയാം? ദാറ്റ്സ് വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. ആൻഡ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൂൾ എവറി കമ്പനി ഈസ് സെർച്ചിങ് ഫോർ എക്സൽ is because without Excel we cannot work in an organization. So as a student, as far as we are concerned, or I am concerned, Excel എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ലാസ്റ്റ് മേ ബി 15 years I am working on Excel. ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു I just did 5%. അതൊരു കേക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന പ്രോസസ്സ് പോലെയാണ്. നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ വേണമെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടാക്കാം, എന്ത് കേക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടാക്കാം. യു ക്യാൻ കണക്ട് വിത്ത് എനിത്തിങ് ഇൻ ദ വേൾഡ്. I know that Robin sir connected a lot of areas in with the chemistry. You can connect with finance, physics. You can connect even with the computer science. Yes, another important thing I would like to tell you. Excel and programming is an extraordinary combination. നിങ്ങളുടെ കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ സ്റ്റുഡൻസിന്റെ സിലബസിൽ നിന്ന് വിഷ്വൽ ബേസിക് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു ലാംഗ്വേജ് മാറിയിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. കാരണം ആ ലാംഗ്വേജ് വെച്ച് പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ് കുറവാണ്. But most of the organization, if you want to automate the process, Excel and VB is an extraordinary competition and high demand in industry. You take KPOs, you take bank, you take company. Every time they are offering this one, in the form of a training. The reason is that എപ്പോഴും HR ലോ, മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ് ലോ, ഫിനാൻസ് ലോ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ they may not be a പ്രോഗ്രാമർ ആയിരിക്കണമെന്നില്ല. അപ്പോ in general management plus program skill is an extraordinary combination. Always combination matters a lot. So there are students who is working with the BSc Stat and BSc Max. ഇവർ എങ്ങോട്ടാ പോകാൻ പോകുന്നത്? Where they will go? Which industry they are going to work? They may be thinking about they are going to teaching. But apart from teacher also you take the non-academic work of a teacher. പഠിപ്പിക്കുക മാത്രമല്ലല്ലോ, in coming days that will going to increase. എന്താ നിങ്ങളുടെ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് അസൈൻമെന്റ്, യുവർ സെമിനാർ, യുവർ ഇന്റേണൽ മാർക്ക്, ഇതെല്ലാം പ്രോസസ് ചെയ്യണം. എന്തിലാ പ്രോസസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? They have to process in Excel. If a teacher does not know about all these things, it takes a lot of time for this one. ചിലപ്പോൾ ഉറക്കമില്ലാണ്ടൊക്കെ ഇരിക്കേണ്ടി വരും ഇതെല്ലാം പ്രോസസ് ചെയ്യാൻ. Because that's an important, creating report is an important thing. If they are aware, there are smart teachers who automated everything. You just feed the data and you can connect with anything. So once you get the data, we can analyze, convert into information. I'm sure, I don't know whether we are using in Zoom. Even in Zoom is also same thing is possible. Immediately after the meeting, you can take it out in the form of a Zoom and you will get all kind of information. So students, I don't want to extend much on that one. This is very close to my heart, so it never ends. Even that's the reason I have put a lot of files in front of me to explain to you. Just understand that Excel is something which is extraordinary. പലപ്പോഴും പല ആൾക്കാരും എക്സലിനെ അണ്ടർ എസ്റ്റിമേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാറുണ്ട്. Why? Suppose most of the time what happened, നമ്മളൊരു കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ സെന്ററിൽ പോയി, who is teaching you Excel is very important. അവർ പറയും നിങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യുക, ഇവിടെ ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുക. സോ യു മേ തിങ്ക് അത് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ എക്സലിന്റെ പവർ എന്നുള്ളത്. ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ലൈക്ക് ദാറ്റ്. Even whatever you type into Excel can talk back. You can create games in Excel. That is another interesting. A lot of games are possible. You can simulate the environment in Excel. You can draw the picture in Excel. Many things are possible. What more? You can connect Excel with PowerPoint. You can connect with Excel with Word. You can connect Excel with Outlook. You can connect Excel with Facebook. I don't know whether you're aware or not. Just I forgot to mention that one. Suppose if you take an Excel file, you go to data and get connection. You can connect with all these, okay? You can connect with analysis service, SQL database. You can connect with Azure, other sources, other lot of data sources. Then lot of cloud services you can able to connect, and even Facebook, Twitter, you can connect and retrieve the data. Live data you can able to retrieve from any sources and can do analyze that and convert into information. And because of Excel, what's really happening, as I told you, converting data into information, there is money. That is the skill everyone is looking for. One word I would like to add and would like to end up my experience. Any organization, any person in very good in Excel, that person is going to be one of the demanded staff in that office or in that department. Because I was working in Bombay as an analyst. When you work in an organization, what happened is like because when we start the work in morning 8 o'clock, 4:35 ആകുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഭയങ്കര exhausted ആവും. Okay, still we have to work in front of a system with numbers is very very difficult, and when you work in an organization there is no scope for any mistake as such, right? So നമുക്ക് എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് തീർത്തിട്ട് പോകണം. പേഴ്സണലി സ്പീക്കിംഗ് എന്നെ ആരും എക്സൽ പഠിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടില്ല, ഞാൻ തനിയെ പഠിച്ചതാണ്. പക്ഷെ തനിയെ പഠിക്കുന്നതിന് വളരെ പെയിൻഫുൾ ആണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ആൻ ഈസി തിങ് ടു ലേൺ. ഡെവലപ്പ് എ സെൽഫ് ലേണിംഗ് സിസ്റ്റം ഇസ് വെരി വെരി ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ ഒത്തിരി സമയം എടുത്താ പഠിച്ചു. എന്തുകൊണ്ട് പഠിച്ചു? മൈ നീഡ്. എനിക്ക് എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് വീട്ടിൽ പോകണം. യെസ്, എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് വീട്ടിൽ പോയാൽ വീട്ടുകാരോട്ട് ചെലവ് ചെയ്യാം. ഐ ക്യാൻ ഡു മൈ പേഴ്സണൽ ലൈഫ്. സോ because of huge pressure, I realized that by using Excel, I can automate things. By using Excel, that I have told you, you can give extraordinary presentation, multimedia presentations are possible. But only thing is that you need a logic. നമ്മൾ ലോജിക്കലി എക്സലിന്റെ ലാംഗ്വേജിൽ ചിന്തിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൾ വെരി ഈസി. മേക്സ് യുവർ ലൈഫ് awesome. That's the beauty of Excel, or that's the power of Excel. You can ask to anybody. Ask to your parents there when they are, if they are working in an organization. Ask to any HR person. And sometimes, the computer science person, students, maybe. I can tell you one more thing. I'm not underestimating you. Some students, after doing your computer science program, you may think that programming is not my area. Can I ask a question to you? നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ അങ്ങനെ ആരെങ്കിലും PC ആണ് പഠിക്കുന്നത്, ഇവിടെ പേര് കാണും, ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് എല്ലാം ഉണ്ട്, ചിലപ്പോൾ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്ന വരില്ല, പക്ഷെ യു റിയലൈസ് ദാറ്റ് യു ആർ നോട്ട് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റഡ്, യു ഡോണ്ട് വാണ്ട് ടു ബിക്കം എ പ്രോഗ്രാമർ, ബട്ട് യു ലൈക്ക് IT, റൈറ്റ്? അങ്ങനെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? യു ആർ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റഡ് ഇൻ പ്രോഗ്രാമിംഗ്, പക്ഷെ എനിക്കൊരു പ്രോഗ്രാമർ ആവണ്ട, ഫുൾ ടൈം പ്രോഗ്രാമിംഗ് വേണ്ട, വേറെ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഫീൽഡിലേക്ക് പോകണം, അങ്ങനെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? എനിബഡി ഈസ് ഹിയർ? Or a person who is not at all, he may be in another stream, maybe chemistry, physics or maths or wherever, but he would like to come to IT. Because IT industry has got a lot of interesting things are there, very good salary. Okay, then this may be a starting point. Excel lode you can, നിങ്ങൾ Excel വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങിയാൽ you start loving Excel. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഹോണ്ടിങ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സോഫ്റ്റ്വെയർ ആണ്. ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം നമ്മുടെ സിരകളിലേക്ക് കയറി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ നമ്മളെ വിടത്തില്ല. ബിക്കോസ് യു വിൽ റിയലൈസ് ദ പവർ ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് വൺ. അത് നമ്മളെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യും. ടുമോറോ ദാറ്റ് വിൽ വർക്ക് ഫോർ യു. So that is the reason why this product is so demanded in the world. Second thing, you can work anywhere in the world. കേരളത്തിൽ മാത്രമല്ല, ഇന്ത്യ മാത്രമല്ല, anywhere in the world. And if you try to project yourself or market yourself outside country, never send your CV without this. Send ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രം പോരാ, കാര്യം കൂടി അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം. Otherwise you will be in trouble. And every organization, they just never ask you Excel അറിയാമോ അങ്ങനെയല്ല. They will give you a test in the sense they will give you a project and we have to work it out in front of them. So that's what they are offering now. That's what they are practice now. So you need a practice. അപ്പോൾ just before interview മുമ്പ് Excel പഠിച്ചിട്ട് പോയോണ്ട് യാതൊരുവിധ കാര്യമില്ല. You have to practice. As far as you are concerned, you have got time. So maybe first year, second year or third year, I don't know who are you, whatever it may be, practice for long term in the sense minimum 6 months to 1 year എങ്കിലും നിങ്ങൾ ഇതിൽ പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യണം. അത് ചെയ്താൽ what will happen is like you start realizing that Excel is so powerful and that will increase. I'm sure that's a point I would like to tell you. നിങ്ങൾ ആദ്യം കോട്ട് ചെയ്ത സാലറി 15-20 അല്ല, if you can able to prove that you are expert in Excel, definitely they may mind to give you even 50,000. And I can tell you up to 50 to 80,000 at a starting quite possible, provided you have the skill or a combination of skill for your industry. So thank you so much for your great patience. Still 190-20 students are there. And thank you so much for the principal, management, IQAC department, Robinson sir, department HOD ma'am, Viji ma'am, and Dincy ma'am as a coordinator. And I have to tell big thank to all the students with your great patience. Thank you so much and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaman sir, for a very informative session. Now it's time to ask questions. Dear participants, you can ask question to our resource person, Mr. Jaman Joseph. If anyone want to ask questions, then you can.
സലിം കുമാർ ഒരു സിനിമയിൽ പറയുന്ന പോലെ നന്ദി മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ, ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഒന്നുമില്ലേ? എല്ലാവരും താങ്ക് യു അടിച്ച് പോകാനുള്ള ഇതിലാണ്, ആരും പോയിട്ടില്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് സംതിങ് ഗ്രേറ്റ്. സോ എനിത്തിങ് ഈസ് യുവർ മൈൻഡ്, യു ക്യാൻ കം ഫോർവേഡ് ആൻഡ് ആസ്ക് ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് വേണമെങ്കിലും ചോദിക്കാം, എനിത്തിങ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു കമന്റ് പറയാം. സംബഡി ഈസ് ഇൻ എക്സൽ വേറെ ലെവൽ. നേരത്തെ ആരും വേറെ ഇതൊരു കമന്റ് പറഞ്ഞത് എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു, പക്ഷെ പ്രസന്റേഷൻ സമയത്ത് എക്സൽ ഇത്ര വലിയ സംഭവം എന്ന് അറിയാൻ വൈകിപ്പോയി സാറേ. എനിത്തിങ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമുള്ളത് ചോദിക്കാം. എനിത്തിങ് അബൌട്ട് ദാറ്റ്. ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തോന്നാം നിങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു എന്താ പറയുന്നത്, നിങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റിനെ എക്സൽ ആയിട്ട് കണക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ? ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ലൈക്ക് ടേക്ക് എൻ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, BSc സൈക്കോളജി, എനിക്ക് അറിയില്ല ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ളത്. All your data analysis is going to be next, because when you connect with interact with human being, നമ്മൾ മുഖത്ത് നോക്കിയിട്ടല്ലല്ലോ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും അറിയുന്നത്. We have to go for a lot of test. ഈ ടെസ്റ്റിന്റെ എല്ലാം ഔട്ട് വരുന്നത് എക്സൽ ആണ്. Every out is in the form of Excel. Okay, we connect Excel with artificial intelligence. Okay. You cannot connect Excel with artificial intelligence. For example, what can I tell you? In Excel, there are a lot of new features available, which is already connected with AI and which can retrieve the data. Number one. Number two, suppose if you are a person who is working in the field of AI, you can connect that platform. So the AI may be working in Word, it may be working in it may be working in something like a software ആയിരിക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു വെബ്സൈറ്റിലായിരിക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പ്രോഡക്റ്റിലായിരിക്കാം AI വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ആ AI-യുടെ ഔട്ട് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് we can take into Excel. Okay, so that is the way you can do it. Otherwise, it can artificial intelligence and it may be connected with some reality. Appo idinte edayilla you may can able to use that one. But as a person who is expertise in, and second, any person would like to go for any program, a basic knowledge in Excel will help you to do a lot of analysis, report generation, creation of the chart, creation of table. അതെല്ലാം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അറിയാവുന്ന കാര്യമാണ്. So more than that, that is what I have mentioned in that one. So indirectly we can connect, and the concept of artificial intelligence they are using inside Excel. In BA English, can we connect with Excel? It's a very good question. Okay, listen. As a BA English student, you have to give you 2-3 answer to my question. Would you like to develop your career in as a teacher or some other thing? That's my first question. The BA literature പഠിച്ചിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്? അത് ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആണ്. I'm not waiting for your answer. It may be a teacher, it may not be a teacher. If it may not be a teacher, what you will do? That's a question. You can become a trainer, communicating English trainer, number one. Number two, you can work in media. You can work as a media person or a journalist in normal newspaper, news channel, magazine, right? So what exactly you are going to do? You have to go to write a lot of articles. And that article, how you are making article, you are making after analyzing many things, right? You might heard about one of the beautiful area is you are a BA literature student. One company name is Reuters. You may be എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാവുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യം. റോയിട്ടറിന്റെ ഒരു കോമ്പറ്റീറ്റർ ഉണ്ട്. His name is called Bloomberg. You heard about Bloomberg as a company? Bloomberg ആരെങ്കിലും കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? Bloomberg is a Reuters കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, because in one movie Mohanlal is working in Reuters. I forgot the name of the movie. And അങ്ങനെയാണ് റോയിട്ടേഴ്സ് ഫേമസ് ആയത്. He was a journalist in that movie. So Bloomberg recruiting very good English students with a combination of some domain knowledge. About literature, assuming that you are good in English, but you may be going to report sports, or you may be going to report finance or economics or about country. Yes, run baby run, right? Yes, Fayaz. Thank you so much for your great memory. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്? If you want to write article ചിലപ്പോൾ പല graphical presentation, graphs വരും. You have to do that one, and you are coming out with after an analysis. Your report will be much informative, converting data into information. You can even search for an article related to rating is a fake or not. So you will get a lot of interesting stuff. Content writing is a huge area. So when if you want to write a content, you should know what is the domain. ആ കണ്ടന്റ് എഴുതാൻ പോകുന്ന ഒരു ബിസിനസിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള കണ്ടന്റ് ആയിരിക്കാം, സിറ്റുവേഷനെ കണ്ടന്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. ഇറ്റ് മേ ബി എ കണ്ടന്റ് റിലേറ്റഡ് ടു കൊറോണ. So when you write about corona, you have to analyze corona data. So corona is a disease, but every day data matters a lot, right? എല്ലാ ദിവസവും നമ്മൾ 5 മണിക്ക് മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയുടെ ചീഫ് മിനിസ്റ്ററുടെ പ്രസ് കോൺഫറൻസിൽ ഇന്നത്തെ നമ്പർ എത്രയാണ്, ഇന്നലെ 3000, ഇന്ന് 4000 we are expecting, right? So you want to analyze with the numbers, right? So as a student, that is an added advantage for you. If you have a combination, then another area is text analytics. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഇത്രയും പേര് ചാറ്റ് ചെയ്തു, which is the most frequent word used over here? It may be thank you, or it may be yes. But if you analyze only, then you will get it. Like, so as a person, you can connect your domain as an English, assuming that you are good in English, with various industry, various other areas. Create a combination. There, Excel will be an added advantage. Then can you please list some extra features in Excel that commonly used, but which most of the students are unaware of? Okay. So Excel consists of maybe thousands of tools. For example, normally what? You just go to home, these all are the various tools available. Okay. Like every tool is important. Conditional formatting is very important, right? Then sort, filter, all these things are frequently used. Then insert pivot table. If you are learning Excel, you have to learn about pivot table. That is one of the important thing. Okay. Pivot table, graph, no doubt about it. Then some formatting features. Then some print setting, page layout. These all are very simple thing, but here is the beautiful area. All formulas. And you see statistics. This is exclusive to statistics, engineering. Okay, this is cubics, like some related to science, physics kind of the informative formulas. Compatibility, web related formula, you can connect with the web. Okay, that is another. Then inbuilt a lot of data analysis, like what if analysis, scenario manager, data table, sorting, filter, advanced to sort, these areas. Okay, so then developer tool, this is a big area where you can connect with VB. Okay, these all are the programs which I have written for some other purpose. It's VB. Then this itself comes to 1002. But if you go to option, you will be amazed. N number of you can customize more than 1000 tools here itself. These all are the various tools. It's countless. It is beyond our imagination. And there are a lot of analysis tools are. For example, you can connect it with linear programming. What can I tell you? Some add-ons like, for example, if you take data analysis, complete statistical analysis possible in Excel. Complete, like ANOVA, two-factor correlation, covariance, descriptive statistics. So, my dear student, it is countless. That's what you can connect with the area you are working in. It's not like, and some people think that it's only connected with finance or commerce. No, absolutely wrong. It's connected with every one software is using there. If you take a biometric software which may be there, you might have seen in every office, in your college also there. For a biometric software, biometric software and out to Excel. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളോട് പറഞ്ഞത്, നിങ്ങളുടെ മൊബൈൽ ഫോണിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫോൺ നമ്പറിന്റെ ഔട്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പ്രിന്റ് എടുക്കണമെങ്കിൽ അത് എക്സൽ എടുത്തിട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. So that is a power. So everywhere it is there. So there are commonly used pivot table, lookup formulas, then macros, developer tool, VB, many more. It's totally countless.
Thank you, sir. I hope you don't have any more queries. Then we will moving on to the closing section. Before wind up this webinar, I would like to give an introduction about our certification course in Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Office Specialist. Duration of this course is 3 months and fee is 3,500. For this course, you should have laptop or computer. For the time being, initially we conduct this batch in online mode. Most exciting thing is that after the successful completion of this course, you will get a certificate from Microsoft. If you have any questions, then you can contact me personally. Myself, Dincy, and Excel course coordinator, and my contact number is provided in the chat box. Now, I would like to introduce one more person. She is one of our students and she has already completed the Excel training offered by IQAC of Christ College. Now she is doing an internship at IPSR. I welcome Gayatri to share her experience. Gayatri. Unmute your audio, Gayatri.
Hello, Mr. Kekamo.
Kekam. Okay.
Respected Christ College Principal, Reverend Father Jolie Andrews CMI, ഇന്നത്തെ റിസോഴ്സ് പേഴ്സൺ ശ്രീ ജോമോൻ ജോസഫ് സാർ, IQAC കോർഡിനേറ്റർ പ്രൊഫസർ റോബിൻസൺ സാർ, കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ സയൻസ് HOD പ്രൊഫസർ വിജി മിസ്, പ്രോഗ്രാം കോർഡിനേറ്റർ പ്രൊഫസർ ഡിൻസി മിസ്, റെസ്പെക്റ്റഡ് ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് ആൻഡ് മൈ ഡിയർ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്. അപ്പം ഞാൻ ഗായത്രി, ഞാൻ ക്രൈസ്റ്റ് കോളേജിൽ തന്നെ BBA തേർഡ് സെം ചെയ്തൊരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഈ കഴിഞ്ഞ മാസം ഏപ്രിൽ 2020 ലോക്ക്ഡൌൺ ടൈമിലാണ് ക്രൈസ്റ്റ് IQAC ഒരു എക്സൽ ട്രെയിനിങ് കോഴ്സ് നടത്തുന്നത്. അതിൽ ഞാൻ അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ സയൻസ് ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് ആയിരുന്നു, +1 +2 സയൻസ് ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് ആയിരുന്നു. അപ്പൊ എനിക്ക് എക്സൽ ഒരു പരിചയവും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോ എന്റെ ബേസിക് എക്സലിന്റെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പഠിക്കുന്നത് IQACയുടെ ആ ട്രെയിനിങ് സെക്ഷനിലൂടെയാണ്. അപ്പൊ കുറച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിലും ഞാൻ ആ കോഴ്സ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. ആ കോൺഫറൻസിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഞാൻ IPSR സൊല്യൂഷൻ ലിമിറ്റഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥാപനത്തെ പറ്റി അറിയുന്നതും അവിടെ ഡാറ്റ അനലിറ്റിക്സിൽ 1 month സർട്ടിഫിക്കേഷൻ കോഴ്സും ഞാൻ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ അവിടെ തന്നെ IPSRൽ തന്നെ യുവ ആത്മനിർഭാൻ പ്രൊജക്ടിന്റെ ഡിജിറ്റൽ മാർക്കറ്റിംഗ് ആൻഡ് അഫിലിയേറ്റഡ് മാർക്കറ്റിൽ ഇന്റേൺഷിപ്പ് ചെയ്യുവാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനൊക്കെ കാരണം IQAC ക്രൈസ്റ്റ് കോളേജ് അന്ന് നടത്തിയ എക്സൽ ട്രെയിനിങ് ആണ് എനിക്ക് ഇതിലേക്ക് വരാനുള്ള ഒരു കോൺഫിഡൻസ് ഒക്കെ തന്നത്. സോ എക്സലിനെ പറ്റി പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ ഡെയിലി ലൈഫിലും ഇനി അങ്ങോട്ട് കരിയറിലേക്കും വളരെ യൂസ്ഫുൾ ആയിരിക്കും. നമുക്കങ്ങനെ ഒഴിച്ചുവിടാൻ പറ്റാത്ത ഒന്നാണ് എക്സൽ. നമ്മുടെ ഡാറ്റാസ് ഒക്കെ കളക്ട് ചെയ്യാനും അനലൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് അതിൽ നിന്നൊരു ബെറ്റർ ഡിസിഷൻ എടുക്കാനും എക്സല് വളരെ ഉപകാരപ്പെടും. സോ എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര സന്തോഷത്തോടെ പറയാം, ഇന്നിപ്പോ ഇവിടെ ഇന്റേൺഷിപ്പ് ചെയ്യുവാണെങ്കിൽ IQAC അന്ന് ബേസിക് എക്സലിന്റെ ട്രെയിനിങ് ആണ്. സോ ഇനി ഇപ്പൊ നടക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന മൈക്രോസോഫ്റ്റ് സർട്ടിഫൈഡ് എക്സൽ പ്രോഗ്രാമിലും പങ്കെടുക്കാൻ എനിക്ക് താല്പര്യമുണ്ട്. അപ്പോ I am really excited to doing this course. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Gayatri. Once again, I thank Mr. Jomon Joseph for accepting our invitation and spending his valuable time with us. Thank you, sir. I thank our respected principal, Reverend Dr. Jolie Andrews, IQAC coordinator, Dr. Robinson Ponminisheri, HOD Viji Vishnathan, faculties of Computer Science Department, technical team, students, and at last all other students and faculties of other colleges to make this event successful. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. You can leave this section. The feedback form link will be provided in the chat box.